actually stopped at where we're creating the form for the result submission form on the admin dashboard. So I'm going to quickly head on to my browser and let's navigate to where we're working with. So that is localhost result checking result can spell result checking slash admin. Okay, admin. Okay, so I'm going to quickly log in here. My username is admin, if you remember, and my password is admin123. Hit the enter key there. Alright, so login successful, redirecting. Okay, now this is where we are. Okay, I need to point out this. If you remember in the previous video, this section was not displaying properly, okay, and also the footer wasn't displaying properly. This bootstrap styles applied were not actually taking effect. So what happened was this. Now if this happens, I think it's a kind of a cache error here or something. Now what I actually did to fix this problem was I had to go to my history in Chrome. I go to my history, click on history, and I cleared my history. Okay, that's what you would do to fix that. So you clear your history here, clear browsing data, then this something like this will pop up. So all you have to do here is to click on clear data. So you click on clear data and wait for a while. This should disappear. So you close up these windows if you like, then refresh this and refresh the browser here, and you should be good to go. So that was exactly what I did to fix that. As you can see, I cleared the browser and I'm asked to log in again. So once you do that, every changes you made that wasn't taking effect will take effect immediately. So let's quickly go ahead and log in again here. Admin 123. Okay, now while we are logging in, I'm going to go back to my editor. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, first of all, we're going to fetch some of the form elements that are going to be submitted to us here. Then after that, we are going to go ahead and integrate Ajax feature in fetching the names of the students in each of the classes, okay, without page refresh. So first of all, I'm going to quickly enter an if statement here. I'm going to say if this down a bit. So if xset $_post, remember we are using the post method here, so the name of the submit button is submit. So if you set post submit, I want to create a variable here called student underscore class. So student class will be my SQLi underscore real escape string. Remember, this takes the connection to database, and you can also add the $_post. So it's going to fetch the form data directly. Then you're going to have the name here, which of course let me see what I gave this thing here. Scroll down a bit and student. Okay, I gave it the name of class ID. So I'm just going to copy this very quickly. Scroll up a bit, then I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so comma here, and quote, don't forget that, and quote that as then what I'm going to add is the encoding UTF this is okay, UTF-8. Then I'm going to go ahead and end this with a semicolon. So I'll copy everything here and paste it for the next form data. So this is going to be student name, the name of the student. Okay, then of course I think I gave this student, but I'm going to cross check that, okay, in a jiffy. But let's just put student. here. Then remember this file is still copied. I'm going to paste it again, and this will be exam year. So I'm going to call that exam underscore year. So this should be exam year here. Exam year, no need for the space. Then this next one here will be exam term. Okay, that's the current term the exam was taken. So exam term here, and of course this is going to be exam term. All right. Now the last but not the least here, I'm going to get here should be the file. So I'm going to call this exam underscore file. That's the result file the admin will be uploading for the student. So we're going to give this one the name of result underscore file. Okay. Now let's quickly scroll down to confirm that the names are correct. So first of all is exam year. What name did we give? Okay, student class is class ID. Student name is student. Good. Then the exam year is exam year. Okay, I think we got that correct. Then examination term is examination term 2, correct. And file, PDF file, the name is result underscore file. I think we're good to do everything here correct. Okay, so before we start doing the validation for the form, because obviously you're going to perform validation for the form to make sure that the fields are not empty. Okay, so I'm not going to write form validation here. Form validation. Okay, but we're not going to do this now. We're going to do this after we fetch the information of the student. Okay, after we fetch the name based on class selection. Okay, so first of all we have to fetch their class first of all before we integrate the age as function that will help us fetch the name automatically. So I'm going to scroll down to where I have the form. Okay, here is the class. So what I'm going to do here right now, I'm going to quickly initiate a connection to the database, okay, in order to get the form data. So I am just going to come here now. Below the form tag, I'm going to open PHP here. Okay, I'm going to open PHP, and I'm going to write a query here. So a variable SQL will be equals to let's say select all from classes. Okay, now we're going to order this by, we're going to order it by class ID. Okay, order by classes ID. The next thing we're going to do is to create another variable called query. So query will be equals to my SQLi underscore query, and remember it takes the connection to database and also the SQL statement, which is the SQL variable we created above. So I'm going to put semicolon there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is below this option here, because we want to fetch other options. Okay, we want to add the classes dynamically. So below this first option here that says select class, I'm going to create a PHP. Alright, so right about here I'm going to open PHP again here, PHP. Then I'm going to say, let's bring this down a bit, move up. So I'm going to say if SQLi underscore num rows query. Alright, then I'm going to say if it's greater than 0. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm trying to check if the query was successful That's the essence of this particular function here. This function checks if the query to database was successfully a record was retrieved. So if this record was retrieved here, we want to do something. Okay, so first of all, we're going to create a while loop. I'm going to create a while loop. I'm going to loop through the entire result. So while row, I'm going to put a variable here. So say while row will hold the result. Okay, while row equals my SQLI. I want to fetch the contents now with another function called my SQLI underscore fetch array. Okay, and this will take the query variable. Good, it's take query. So while my SQLI underscore query, while row equals my SQL underscore fetch array query. Okay, so we want to echo another option here. All right, so I'm going to, but let me use a small I'm going to use a smaller okay. All right, so first I'm going to open an option tag, option. Okay, then I'm going to give it a value will be in double quotation. Okay, alright, now underneath here I'm going to add another this. I'm going to concatenate this with row. Remember we're fetching it as an associative array, so it takes the angular bracket. So row, I'm going to call it classics ID. Okay, classes ID, concatenate this again with this. Okay, and of course I'm going to come out here completely and concatenate this one with the row. So this will take the row. Okay, so this is the row classics. Okay, then lastly we are going to concatenate this, and of course we want to add the option, close it up here. Okay, and of course there we go. What do we have this to get typo? I think I made a mistake here though. So this is supposed to be classics ID. Okay, so now if this is successful, we want to have this, but in case this does not go, let's put an S block there. Then we're going to create the option again. Okay, let's close this one here. So in this place we're going to set the value to empty, there is nothing. Okay, value is empty. Then we're going to tell the user no classics found, no classes found. Okay, no classes found. Remember we have to echo this out. I can spell echo. We're going to echo that one out there. When I have a expecting statement. Okay, this shouldn't be here. This is a while loop. Okay, this should be here instead. Where the if ended. Okay, so I think we are good to go from this particular level. So we're going to quickly head back to our browser and refresh and see if you're fetching the classics what's going on? Undefined variable con in this dashboard of PHP online. 76. What's going on there? Line 76. This is it. Okay, let's see. Have we not linked our? Okay, we have not linked our included our config file. Okay, let's really include that now. So include once is fine. There is a file again. Include once. I think that file should be in the config folder. So dot config.php. Okay, good. Then one more file we have to include again here on the page. I'm going to copy this and paste it below. Then this is going to be the functions.php file. Okay, so this is okay. Now we're going to refresh the page again and see if this is fixed. Sorry about that, guys. So refresh the page again. So hopefully there is no error, and as you can see, we are fetching the classes now dynamically from the database. Okay, the classes are all coming with 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Alright, so guys, this video is a little bit long. Now I'm going to integrate the Ajax functionality in the next video, and what that's going to do is by the time you select a class, automatically the student name in that particular class will appear here by default without refreshing the page. Okay, so thank you for watching, guys, and of course do check out the next video while we continue the tutorial. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.